scene, how much does the script change from when you end up in a table read to the final moment?
It really depends. I mean, keep in mind, Neil Druckmann is an incredible writer, and he'll never tell you that himself, but it really is true. The guy has an absolute gift, and the way that he and Bruce are partnered up together, where they'll have this idea, and they'll just kind of go to their separate corners, and Neil goes off and he writes it and directs us in the performances of it, and then Bruce goes and makes sure that the game can support that choice. But there's times when we've seen a scene from a dialogue standpoint really, really change. Typically, it gets pared down. Right before we started this project, I was reading about Steve McQueen, and specifically when he was on the movie The Great Escape, which I absolutely love. The first day of filming, Steve McQueen shows up on set with his script, and there's just red lines all the way throughout it that he had put himself. He marked up his own script. And he handed it back to the director, and there was like, who's saying Great Escape? You know what I'm talking about? Fantastic movie, right? You know the scene where he keep getting put back in the clink, and he's like, throwing the ball up against the wall? There were monologues every time. And he told the director, he's like, look, I'll give you eyes, and I'll sit there with that ball, but I'm not going to say anything. This character would not say anything. And so Steve McQueen cut lines of himself, cut him out of the script, and he cut his face time, which is what every actor wants to get, by less because it served the character more. And so that's something that she and I are really focused on, and what's great is that Neil is too, because a lot of times I think people, especially because, again, the narrative is so young in video games, and I don't think that directors or writers or game makers, period, really trust that the player can intuitively pick up on certain aspects of their story, that they feel like they have to give a line to a character to give it exposition, to really tell the story. So what are you thinking here, Jill? Well, I'll tell you, Vince. I'm telling and then this, the story's so good, the characters are so well established, and gamers are smart these days that Neil is trusting in that. And so we typically, what mainly changes is the fact that we take away less. And with the beauty that we have in our animators, being able to really interpret from a physical standpoint and apply that to a character model, all of those things that help us sell intention, the looks and the nods and things like that, are able to be seen in game. So there's less that we have to say and more that you get to see.
Well, there's a lot of stuff when you're talking about subtlety and sort of the character and how you're doing it on the performance capture stage and how it translates to the cutscene. How do you prep for coming onto a stage? How do you get into the character?
Yeah, when we're emailed the scenes, we definitely, at least for me, I'll go over them, I'll read through them, sort of figure out where we are in the story. But a lot of it, that rehearsal day is so important, that first day that we have, because, I don't prepare exactly how I'm going to say everything. Right. Both of us on the day where it's like, okay, let's just be in this moment and see how we're both going to react when this happens or that happens. And that's how you keep it, I feel, the most natural.
Yeah, we end up listening to each other, just having a conversation as opposed to reciting our lines. So I think that one thing that we've had to do together is the best way that we can prepare ourselves is to be prepared for anything. And understand, again, where we are at the story and be familiar with our lines so that we're not having to look at the page, but not be attached to anything, because it can completely change the second that she hears me say something or I hear her say something. And that allows for Joel and Ellie to be in the scene as opposed to just Troy and Ashley.
Well, we have behind the scenes look at for when you're on the performance capture stage.
Oh boy, in the suits?
Yeah, in the suits.
You're in for a treat. And this is the same scene that we did, right?
Yes.
T-pose forward, please, cameras.
Pay attention, you'll see that we have our microphone
Marker?
right here, so we're actually getting the audio. The audio that you hear in the game is the audio that we actually recorded on stage.
Man, that was close. Thanks for the heroics and all. Ellie. Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill!
What are you doing?
Bill,
Let me go.
turn around and get on your knees.
Just calm down a second.
Turn around
All right.
and get on your knees. Don't test me.
Just take it easy.
You got any bites?
No.
Anything sprouting?
Oh, God damn it, I'm clean!
Well, if I see so much as a twitch. Ow!
Stop!
Son of a bitch!
You done?
Am I done? You come into my house, you set off all my traps, you damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is this some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed
I
me.
need you to shut up. All right?
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts. There are parts in this town.
Meaning that you could fix one up.
All right. If I'm gonna do this, there's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town. Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby-trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
T-Bones? Man, we're clear.
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed me.
I need you to shut up. All right?
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.